Hi, my name is Daintry TenNapel and I'm Simply Earth's Ambassador for Anti-Trafficking. This month we had the honor of interviewing Compass Ministries, and I specifically heard from Jen Johnson, who's the executive director there, and she shared with me not only all of the activities the activities they're involved in or the things that they're doing, but also her passion for women and young adolescents. Compass Ministries has several different ways of reaching the women and the young women in their area. The first one is online outreach, so texting them, building relationship with them, even setting up times to meet with them. The second one is a strip club outreach. The third is pen pal outreach. The fourth is a jail ministry where they're going and building relationships with both women and juveniles. Within the juvenile detention center, Jen talked about specifically looking for identifiers. What would make these young women at risk? She said that most of them are considered at risk, that they see because of society's influence on them, but also because of the simple fact that they're already there. She said she first started going to the detention center with this idea that she would educate these girls on signs of trafficking and bad relationships and these factors that can contribute to trafficking situations. However, she was surprised that actually she was the one being educated by these young women. And now she sees her role as really helping them get the resources that they need to help move them away from being at risk. I asked Jen what a normal day looks like, and it's a funny question for those people that are in the work of anti-trafficking, because they all say to me, every day looks different. There is no normal day. And Jen's answer was no different than that. I'm gonna tell you what she said. She said, "I have no normal days. That is evidenced by my crazy calendar. It could look like a meeting with a ministry partner in the morning, to administrative things, to then going to the Justice Center and doing crafts with the kids, being at the drop-in center and talking to a dozen women and trying to build relationships, going out in the community and educating, fundraising, meeting with potential ministry partners, training our volunteers, educating people, making sure I'm up to date about what's going on in the industry, like making sure she has up-to-date facts and statistics. They're also offering trauma-informed holistic care, so she needs to stay up to date for some of those purposes as well." She said they're in the process of raising money for a safe house. They're going to add 12 beds, where they currently have only 18 beds, so they're going to add 12 more. So all of these things are things that could be possibly in her day, but every day looks very different. Jen is most passionate about serving the women. She said, "I have been given a heart for loving them and lifting them up. My passion is to help women to realize their worth and get them out of the cycles that have continued to keep them in situations that would keep them at risk, specifically for trafficking." I asked Jen, what does her organization do best? And she said, "We love women the best. That's the thing that we do better than anything else, is we love them, and that brings us joy, but it's also, she says, also what they need. They need love, they need acceptance, they need belonging." I asked her then what was the hardest part of what she does, and she said that dealing with some of the stories and the pain that these women and children deal with, she says sometimes it's really difficult to walk away, especially when she's working with the juvenile detention center. She said some of the things those girls are going through, she just wants to bring them home with her, not leave them there. So the remaining question is always, how can we get involved? She said, go to our website. There are a list of ways for people to get involved there. She said the first one is prayer. That's the biggest one. She said she's very aware of the spiritual battle that's being fought. And so that's the biggest way that you can partner with Compass Ministries. The second one is, if you're in their area, volunteer for strip club outreach or online outreach or jail outreach or the drop-in center or the safe house, or write thank you notes, or whatever your gift is, whatever your passion is, they probably have a place for you. The third one is they need donated items for their boutique that they run, for their clothing boutique, for these women that need clothing, that need stuff to just the practicals of life. And then the fourth is finances. You can give through their website, but also I wanted to remind you, by purchasing products from Simply Earth this month, 13% of the profits from this month will go to Compass Ministries. So if you want to shop, that's awesome. If you also want to go and donate to them, in addition, that's great as well. We are honored to partner with Compass Ministries this month. We bless you guys in all that you do, and are celebrating the victories that you see.